Good morning, middle school. Today is Tuesday, October 31st, 2017. These are your morning announcements.
Something strange in your neighborhood. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
Welcome back, middle school. It is a day 4. It is also Steal Your Children's Candy While They're Not Looking Day, aka Halloween.
We ate all your candy last night. What's the matter, honey? You just want your candy.
Enjoy this one day a year. You have an excuse to eat an excessive amount of sugar, and please consider your teachers and parents before making any bad decisions. Thank you. Enjoy your day. We also have during lunch some new designated areas for middle school students. During lunchtime, when you are outside, you are limited to 3 locations. Those 3 locations are located on the map. You may be on the field. You may be at Jared's Bagels or at the picnic tables by Jared's Bagels. You may be at the gazebo. You may not hang out on the red top or under the archway. And you may not go inside the auditorium foyer at any time. Please remember also to clean up after yourself, because that's important too. Movember begins tomorrow. My favorite month of the year, Movember is the month formerly known as November, where men and women across the globe join together to raise awareness and funds for men's health. Men grow and women support a mo, or mustache, for 30 days. This Wednesday marks the start of Movember, the hairiest month of all. This year, I would like to encourage the early childhood, elementary, middle school, and high school to participate in raising funds and awareness for men's health. All proceeds will be donated to a men's health organization in Egypt. Let's beat last year's donation record. How will we raise the money this year? Well, the big mustache on campus voting boxes will be on display outside of Mr. Bill's office. All staff members, students, and parents are encouraged to donate money in their favorite Mo's box. Each box will have a picture of a male staff member participating in growing some awesome lip foliage. The staff member with the most money wins. You can also purchase mustache for cash grams, which will be available on Thursdays for 5 LE each. Grade 8 students need to have their forms signed and turned in with 5,000 LE deposit paid by November 2nd. The earlier you get them in, the quicker we can start making reservations for hotels and flights, so please get them in ASAP. Also, you will need to get your own visa and will need the documents such as the flight itinerary and hotel bookings. The PTA is excited to announce that the Fall Carnival is going to be held here at AIS on November 4th. Teachers and their families don't need tickets. Everyone else, 3 years and above, they need to purchase a ticket from Mrs. Hoda, or you can stop by the gazebo after school from 2 to 4 p.m. and buy them directly from the PTA. Today is Tuesday, so it is Character Education Day, and we have a special message from Mr. Smith and Ms. Rahab. Go ahead.
Good morning, middle school, and Miss Rahab. How are you today?
I'm good. Great.
I'd like to take a few minutes of your time this morning and reflect on your goals practicing French and see how you're doing with that.
Okay.
Is this goal still very important to you?
It is, and it's getting more important. The more progress I make, the more excited I am on doing better.
Did you reach your goal? And if you did not reach all aspects of your goal, why not?
As I said last week, that learning a language can be a lifelong project, so I'm heading that way. I'm not done yet because it will take more than 2 weeks to finish practicing French, but I'm heading that way.
What did you do well to make this happen?
I kept practicing every day, and I kept writing to my mentor to make sure that I'm doing better.
In hindsight, now that we are at this point in reflection, if you had it to do over again, what would you do different?
I would read a text or do more of writing because the mobile app is really easy to access, but it won't give you as much words as I'd like to learn.
Last week you shared with us that you would let us know what your level was this week. What was it last week and what is it this week?
I was at level 10 last week and now I'm level 13.
That is an amazing improvement just in 1 week. Did you remain in contact with your mentor, and will you Get your surprise when the time is due.
I am, and yes, I think he's keeping it, so I can work harder to practice more and make more progress. But I'm sure that he will give me that gift eventually.
Could you share with our middle school students what you think you've achieved and how they could utilize this type of program into their own lives?
I've started like 2 weeks ago, and now I'm at level 13. Now I know lots of words. I know almost all the animals. I know lots of verbs. I know how to say most of the everyday greetings thing that we can use, and it's really easy, to use something like that because it's handy. We all have like mobiles or the devices available. It's very easy and it's important to use your phone in learning something instead of playing or just making calls. It can be more of a use.
Have you found that this renewed self-confidence and this renewed sense of achievement has carried over into other aspects of your life? And do you feel that this simple one goal has broadened your horizon in other areas also?
Yes, of course. I felt at the beginning, I was like, I don't think I'll be able to manage to learn French that fast, but I am making progress, and I think it will help. If you set a goal and if you have something specific that you're working towards, eventually you'll get to achieve that.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. I admire how much you've improved this week.
Thank you very much.
Middle school, did you hear what Miss Rahab has received in just 2 weeks of practicing it? And the confidence is overflowing into other aspects of our life. We will visit with you next week on another adventure. Take care, and we'll see you then.
See you next week.
One last reminder, students, tomorrow is Twins Day and Thursday is Panther Blue and White Day. We also want to remind you that it is week B for after school activities. Have a spooktacular day.
Something strange